Not that losing is ever fun, but this might have been the most exciting Eagles loss of the entire season, and this is how you guys reacted to it. Welcome to another episode of Internet Reacts. Guys, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sure you've all got plenty to say after a 33-26 loss, a result that could have easily been a win had it just been for one catch at the end of the game, or a not botched PAT or the safety. There's a lot to talk about in this game, okay? But mainly it's going to centre around Jalen Hurts. And before we get into it, I hope you'll have the most amazing holiday. We do have a special live stream coming up December 26th. 8 p.m. Eastern to celebrate everyone at PSN, including our community. We'd love to make sure you guys are a part of it, so hang out here with us on YouTube. And if you want to take this discussion further, the Flick Sports group chat app is the place to be. PSN Eagles Nation, there's a link in the description below. It's free, takes a few minutes. There's weekly competitions, plenty of discussion, and a community of over 600 Eagles fans. We're going to start off with Samurai Midnight, who, he's very excited about Jalen Hurts. He's very excited about Jalen Hurts. I mean, who can blame him, realistically? The guy balled out. He became the first Eagles rookie quarterback in franchise history to have 4 total touchdowns in a game. The guy had over 300 passing yards, basically saying after last week's game, hey, I can throw confidently too, watch this. And it was a real joy to behold. Not only was he taking the checkdowns, not only was he sensible with the football, but he made some insane runs on 3rd and 4th down to keep drives alive, and more than anything else, gave his receivers a chance to make a play, was unrelenting in targeting whoever was lined up against Patrick Peterson, whether it was Alshon Jeffrey, whether it was someone else. He was just unwavered in confidence, and that didn't change despite going 16-0 down early. This was a stellar performance from start to finish. To me, quite accurately sums it up. Hurts put the entire offense on his back. There's no way around it. Miles Sanders had a nice game. I know the receivers had some big plays as well. The offensive line was the offensive line, but Jalen Hurts absolutely carried this offense today, put it on his back and said, I'm not just a QB2, I've got starting potential and then some and more. And JP says it best, that it may have been the dagger. It was easy to say last week and prior, Hurts is a starter, but Wentz is still the franchise. But Hurts is really putting on a show. As a Wentz stan, Hurts just provides so much more to the offense. It's been a fun couple of weeks. I think fun's the word. Like, we don't really know what's going to happen this offseason, and a lot could change. It might be that Carson Wentz wants to move on, as we saw today, which isn't exactly shocking. It might be that Peterson moves on, or Roseman moves on, and any one of those intangibles will massively change the offense next year. But the fact that Peterson is now running Kes Watkins screens, and we're seeing Jalen Reagor used efficiently, it's annoying because I know Wentz could have had that this year, but at the same time, you're right. Like, Jalen Hurts does provide that extra element of unpredictability, of dynamic athleticism that you don't get with Carson Wentz. That pocket awareness that you don't get, like the sensibility of when to throw the ball away, when to make a hard pass, when to roll out, when to evade pressure. Like, he's just got that level of swagger about him, and there is something so gripping about watching him play football. Like, he just has the it factor. As Short Jaw says, oh, Jalen, it feels so wrong. I'm married to Carson, but it's so hard to resist. And that's the thing. Like, we all understand Carson Wentz has been and still could be a great quarterback in this league, but it is so hard not to get a little bit flustered watching Hurts do what Hurts has done. I love this from Bird Boy. I've been looking forward to this. I can't agree more. And the best part is, I think we're only just getting started. We've still got 2 more games of football against 2 defenses where Washington will test in week 17 with that pass rush. He could eat up that Dallas secondary, though. I'm very excited for next week's matchup. Burbert says, Carson who? And again, it's easy to kind of lose sight of this and just get overwhelmed in the hype right now. Jalen Hurts is balling out. He is special, as James Levy says right here. There's no other word to describe it. We saw a ton of potential out on the field today, and if we are only just getting started, then this offense may have life after all. Jay Fizzle says, me watching the play call in this game, where the hell have you been? I know, right? Like, it's so bizarre seeing this offense magically take shape and his screens and his bootlegs that work and his Alshon Jeffrey being used properly and Kez Watkins doing bits in open space. They have 40 yards today, a real breakout for him. That was exciting to see. I love this response, so of course I wanted the W, but if nothing else, this team really showed their resiliency today. Defense made some plays. Hurts had over 400 yards and 4 tubs. They forced 3 turnovers. We had a Kez sighting and score. We definitely missed some plays, but they fought to the end. And you know what? I agree. I think this might be the most complete Eagles game I've seen all year, from top to bottom. It's tragically heartbreaking as that is to say, given that they lost and they surrendered so many yards. As an Eagles product of offense and defense, I think this was by far the best we've seen the team look. Which is honestly weird to say. Like, we shouldn't be able to say that given the circumstance of where we're at right now. Robin a bit confused. Understandable, very understandable. Ignatius, I understand this one as well. It was so close yet so far, and I was hoping there was some magic, and it was at every 3rd and 4th down on that final drive. Hurts was magically able to make something happen and push the team into a position. He was smart with the football, gave himself a chance with a couple seconds to go, and they just couldn't quite get it over the line. I would have loved for them to at least tie it up. Very much like that Wentz game in 2016. I think it was against the Ravens, I want to say, where they pushed it to a tie score, then ended up going for 2 and then lost it, so they didn't win, they ended up losing by 1. It was one of those games. I feel like it was one of those games where it was just so close, could have gone either way. The fact that Eagles were even in it for that long is a real testament to the team. Polonius says, so anybody ready to admit the Eagles' problems are deeper than quarterback? Proud of Jalen Hurts, but you see the problem on that. Yeah, but I think we can also agree that Jalen Hurts has 100% been part of the solution. Regardless of what the problems are, where they stem from, or who to blame, the difference Jalen Hurts has made has somewhat fixed and rejuvenated this offense, and that's really hard to ignore. And finally, we got Chris Money Lawson, who says, me think we might be alright without our 4 starting DBs. Yeah, I get that, but there was one man who shined today, and that was Michael Jaquette. Now, I understand he wasn't brilliant. I understand he did give up some yardage, but there were some nice plays here on an island, jamming DeAndre Hopkins, and I may have accidentally tweeted Michael Jaquette more like, from the top, make it drop, that's Jaquette ass pussy. And I've ran with this. I'm 100% down to make this a song. If this video gets 200 likes, we'll make a Michael Jaquette ass pussy song. I think we got some bars, you know. From the top, stop the hop, that's Jaquette ass pussy. Throw a slant, bet you can, that's Jaquette ass pussy. I think we could do that. So if you want it, guys, 200 likes, we'll make it happen. But he has become the new PSN meme. And you know what? Cravon LeBlanc has had my heart for 2 years now. The practice squad hero cornerback comes up, makes an impact in 2018 in that playoff game against the Saints. He held my heart all through last year, along with Clayton Thorson. And Michael Jaquette comes in, and he's here to take that title. I love this response. Things get better, but they never get good. I think that sums up my love life. Eagles played well but lost, so hope for the future with what the team has in young players, plus a better draft pick. 100%. They're now up to 7th overall in the NFL draft order right now. So if they lose those next 2 games, knowing they're bottom of the division right now, as long as they fight and lose, I wouldn't be too concerned. If they get a top 5 draft pick, I mean, they might have the firmest base of any team to build around. It's also laden with salary cap issues, but it's a firm base nonetheless. And then actually, that wasn't entirely unpleasant. I agree, that was the most fun I've had watching a team losing in a very long time. Guys, that is it for another episode of Internet React. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave your comments down below. From myself, Liam Jenkins, you can follow me on Twitter at LiamJenkinsPSN. See you later.